Hey, welcome back to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. I'm Mike Griffith, Bakersfield, Californian motorsports rider at the Kern County Raceway Park segment, which we should say the dirt track at Kern County Raceway Park.
Yeah.
Steve Hughes is in because that's what's happened last week at the track. You had a little Friday night race out there.
We did. You know, it was part of a bigger weekend, of course, with Motor City GMC and Motor City Throwdown coming on board and having a little mini series between the Sport Mods and the B Mods. Friday night at the dirt track at Kern County Raceway, and then Saturday at the Bakersfield Speedway. So we were excited about the weekend, excited about that series. We're looking forward to another 2 weeks when we do it again. With the Motor City Throwdown United Series, and it was an exciting night of racing, and we had a great time.
Yeah, I think that's farther along, but it is just 2 weeks, 3
Yeah,
weeks, 2 weeks, fifth night. Yeah, it's
August 18th and 19th,
Yeah,
they'll be
so-
back and doing it again. So
that'll be a good time out there at the dirt track, and as usual, we have some photos. Donna Parrott, and I said,
She did a
you can
great
send me a
job.
few more shots this week, and she
Yeah.
did. She sent several takes, and I don't know what. Oh, we should have some of the the B mod sports mod action, and there's 3 cars facing basically 3 different ways. Well, 4 different ways because they're all at different angles there.
Yeah, Austin Ruskoff in the 88C, and that looks like Wayne Kaufman in the 5C, and then of course Billy the Kid Simpkins
There, and it's a little rough start there.
Once we got going, it was pretty good. And this is what we saw for the majority of that race.
Yeah, and that's Billy down low, and trying to make it 3 wide down there is interesting because it was the track. The quick way around was certainly the low side, especially in 1 and 2.
In 1 and 2, I will agree with that.
You could get a good drive off of 4 up on the high side, but the question was if you could get a good enough drive off of 4 to get down where you needed to be in 1.
Well, that 7C of Clint Rickenback, I'll tell you, he really saw what Clay Daly did the main event before.
Yeah, that was the Pro Stock feature.
It certainly was, and he kind of pulled the same pass through 3 and 4, and he kind of stayed about half a lane up in 1 and 2 once he got the lead and continued to pull away from the field. And
that was Clint Rickenbach's first trip to Kern County Raceway Park this year for sure.
Yep,
Maybe first trip ever, I think.
This year.
And only his second win all season. He's been racing at the other track, and he won early in the season. I think first race of the season, and hadn't won since.
Right.
So a solid run for Clint, who went on to finish second the next night and win the extra $500 bonus for the Motor City Throwdown. So congratulations to Motor City for tossing a little money to these guys because they can certainly use it. Austin Kiefer, the 3AC, solid run for him too.
Absolutely, and at both tracks, Garrett Jernigan looked like I thought he might have had a shot at Rickenback early in the race, but slipped back to third. And Billy Simpkins, I mean, with Billy doing what he does, and then of course the support of John Petrie from Motor City. So glad that Billy got a top 5 finish to highlight his sponsor.
Yeah, and then Garrett Jernigan started on the pole and had that lead down low, and then when Clint made that high move, Garrett said, knew that was going to happen, but it was kind of powerless to keep it from happening.
Sure, unless you want it. Yeah, absolutely.
So a strong run by Garrett there. And then this was the Pro Mod race, and Billy doing his burnout there in his 68 Pro Mod to the delight of the fans. Seldom do you see a burnout like that other than maybe John Force.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that was pretty amazing how he lit up those Hoosier tires on the front straightaway at the dirt
It
track.
might have had something to do with a burned piston perhaps.
Yeah, he let the smoke out of that one, no doubt about it.
Something allowed a lot of oil to come out the exhaust, but there was none on the ground.
No, man.
Which means that the block was not ventilated.
No, thank goodness.
Which was a good thing.
Yeah, because that was right at the start-finish line.
Yeah, that thing went up in a puff of smoke there. So a good run by the Pro Mods as well. Once again, found the fast way around, making the pass on the high side, even though Clay Daly is down low right here.
Yeah, Brady Bell led the early part of this race, past halfway. You see the 2 fast cars there, Crockett in the 21, and of course Clay Daly in the 11M.
And I think Clay Daly, this photo I don't think it's an illusion.
No,
that doesn't look like the racetrack.
What? What do you mean?
Doesn't that look like he might be a little, well, maybe below the berm there?
No, he's right on the
Is that
racetrack.
on
You
the
see where it
racetrack?
turns dark? That's where it.
No,
that's
I
where
think
the
that's
dirt is.
lighting.
Oh.
I think the racetrack is about at the left front of the 54.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Okay.
I'll agree. After
Yeah,
re-examining
see,
that photo, after closer
And this
scrutiny of
explains
the
why there was a bit of dust coming up from turns 3 and 4 early in the race.
Yeah. Well, we ended up
You
moving
know,
the
you
moving the
kick
tires
it,
out a
move
little
those,
bit.
Kick those tires out a little bit.
We did
and
for the
that will
B-Mod
eliminate
race.
that.
Yeah, we did for the B-Mod race, no doubt.
So there you go, Clay Daly. But he found out that was okay to go down low, but
Yeah, he snorkel forked old Brady Bell. He got him to commit to the bottom side, and then got him to really commit in 3 and 4, and then he popped up on the high side and put the hammer down and blew the doors off of them when they were coming out of 4. So it was a great move, very smart driving by Clay Daly. And then he goes and, I don't want to bury the lead here, but he goes and sweeps the weekend at the Speedway as well. So
good run for him. Good run for Justin Crockett in the 21T. Brady Bell, solid 4th place. Doug Thornton, he's always running well lately. And then Chris Smith in the 50 car there in the Pro Stock. So.
Yeah.
All right, and then I think we have some hardtop video. Yes, there he is.
Man,
the producer, Chris, says, I love these hardtops.
A lot of people do, and I'm in that group. These guys, since they became associated with the Broken Yoke Cafe and actually have a sponsor, it seems like the level of racing went from kind of, going out there and playing to a little bit more serious racing. They're kind of hanging it out a little bit more. These guys are committed to working on these cars and taking us back in time, and I think it's just a phenomenal series. They put on a great show.
And this race started a little slow, but the last 10 laps, it picks up, and James Bradburn in the 3 had to work. He lost the lead with 2 or 3 laps to go, then got it back and got the win. So it was a really good last 10 laps of this little 20-lapper out there.
Yeah, I really enjoy these guys when they come.
Yeah, because Bobby
racetrack.
Courtney with the win. Richard Souza, he spun in turn 1 with 3 laps to go after taking the lead. And he had a pretty good lead when he went down there a little too hot. As you said, they're racing because he went in a little too hot, got sideways, and he fell back, and he came back for a 3rd place finish.
I mean, these cars are heavy. They're high off the ground. Their roll center is
and if you look at
low.
them, look at the springs. There's leaf springs on the front of that number 3 car.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
On the front end.
Yes.
Straight axle.
Yes.
So, these aren't modern race cars.
No.
They don't have modern stuff underneath them. So the fact that they're out there doing that is pretty good show.
I think a couple of them might.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to call any names, but I
was
think it rhymes with Courtney and McCaslin. I'm just saying.
Well, Bobby Courtney, he says there's no cheating. We call it fudging.
That's right.
His car, he's had to make some stuff, modifications too.
Sure.
And stuff. And McCaslin told me that, it's hard to find parts, and so sometimes you have to put a subframe under them, but they're trying to keep them limited.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, you look and they're old shocks. Look at the back end of those. In Bradburn's car, it's still got you can put it in the back seat.
Right.
The frame's there for the back seat.
Absolutely. And when I'm calling out,
So
Mark,
if you want to go for a ride,
you can.
You put the back seat in there, and he'll put you in that car.
Absolutely.
If you want to go, Steve.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Yeah.
As long as there's a way out. I don't care about getting in as long as there's a way out if we roll it over. Yeah. But I'm just stirring the pot with McCaslin and Courtney. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, you got to keep them, stir it up with those guys, because I know Mark watches the show, so we'd like to stir it up.
Absolutely.
Had the mini dwarfs were out there, and we had a little flip to start the senior mini dwarf race.
Yeah, but everything was good.
Rolled over, it was good.
Everybody's fine.
Little stopped, reset, got the races going, and these guys were.
Connected. They were hooked up.
They were hooked up, but they were fudging in turns 3 and 4 again because there was no barriers.
Yeah.
So they were kind of making the track a little shorter.
Yeah, I think we're going to change that.
And they were kicking up a lot of dust, and you can always tell.
Yeah.
Because you get off the track, it's not watered. It was like a dust storm down there.
Yeah.
They turned it into Pocono.
Yeah,
they were triangulating turns.
They certainly were.
Turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, and as for an announcer, it's really hard to see who's where and what's doing what.
It was just a cloud of dust.
Oh yeah, it was.
So,
but Taylor Morrison, the young lady racer, gets the win. Trenton Yurto, he just keeps getting better and better and better in the seniors. Nathaniel Edwards in the 7.
He goes by Nathan or Nathaniel?
Nathaniel. I was told by his grandmother, don't call him Nathan.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
So we'll change that.
Hank Hall wins in the junior mini dwarfs. Stryker Conley gets the championship there. Hank Hall goes to North Carolina, comes back, just a few days ago and gets a victory. So that's great.
Yeah, he did a little race car schooling back
Well, he
there.
did some race car schooling,
and
but
vacation.
It is a vacation. Absolutely.
Yeah, so,
they're on a lake back there, and they're just having a great time.
That's a good deal for him. Yeah. And the next race up, because the pavement track is dark until August 26th.
Correct. Fastenal KGET night will be back in action on August 26th.
August 26th. So all the pavement racers get to take a little time off, get to take hot August off, and it is a hot August.
Man, yeah.
A wise decision there with temperatures.
Hey, you know what?
105 and humidity.
We look like geniuses now, but it could have easily been 88 degrees today. So.
So yeah, right now you're looking like a genius.
Looking like a genius right now, but yeah.
And then the dirt track kicks back in on the 18th again. Once again, go ahead and show that slide if you could, Chris. We got the B mods.
Yep, round 2 for the Motor City United Series, the Sport Mod Shootout, and then the Western U.S. Midgets return, and those have been called the Ford Focus Midgets and HPD Midgets, and now they're called the Western U.S. Midgets and the American Stocks. So 3 divisions.
Divisions.
We're anticipating a lot more cars at both tracks for round number 2 of the Motor City Throwdown United Series. Nothing really going on up north that weekend, with that Sport Mod Tour has been completed now. So
right.
We're going to see a lot more of our local guys and hopefully get some of those guys to travel down. I know that the Speedway is offering some incentives for guys that are traveling out of town, and Kern County Raceway is going to do the same.
You get 20-plus cars. That would be a solid field.
Absolutely. I'm sure we're all hoping for B mains on that
weekend. If you
weekend.
get B mains,
yeah, we're all
talking
happy.
24 cars or more.
Absolutely.
B mains, you're happy campers.
Yep, and I think we'll race. I know the Speedway races 23. Their full field's 22, but I'd be willing to race 24 cars out there. Absolutely.
You can get that number.
Yeah.
Where you can't get to that number are mini dwarfs.
Yeah. No.
Track's too small. They lap too fast.
Yeah.
Can't do it. You'd like to keep that around 12. Of course,
that
the
would be
track's
perfect.
Like about half the size or less.
A dozen would be
is
great.
good. You can keep that.
That's a great field.
Count them.
Yeah, and it's competitive when they're right around a dozen cars. So yeah,
well, you gotta get the hard tops out there again.
Oh, I can't wait. They'll be back. Don't you worry. Yeah,
they'll be back. So okay, I want to thank you for coming in. And
Thanks,
now, what are
Mike.
you gonna do for the next month? Sleep? Take vacation?
Yeah, that's it. We're just taking a break.
Coast?
I'm gonna sit by the pool, sip Mai Tais and pina coladas, and work on my tan. No, man, we're getting ready for 2018. Already talking to sponsors, partners, potential partners, and we're working on our 2018 schedule on the asphalt side as well as the dirt side. And we've got some exciting stuff that we're working on for 2018, so we're excited. Yeah,
come back next week and you can drop some hints.
I'm not dropping any hints yet, man. We're
like
I said
next week.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, man.
We'll be back with the Bakersfield Speedway segment in a minute.